Okay, Mom, would you mind if I asked you some questions about when you got your job as a phone operator and how long you did that?
But no, I'd be glad to have answer some of your questions.
Okay. Well, I've heard you tell me the story several times, and I thought maybe some other people would be interested. Why don't you tell us what year was it that you graduated from high school?
I graduated from high school in 1944.
Okay. And so you were sitting on the couch?
Laying on my folks' couch with one foot propped up on top of the other, toe-wise.
And what were you saying?
I said, "Oh, I wish I had a job."
And what happened?
My mother said, "Well, you won't get one that way." And the phone rang, and it was Hyla Brookshire calling from the telephone office. And she said that I'd been recommended to come in and apply for a job as a telephone operator.
Now, why don't you tell us where the phone office was at that time? Where was it
At
at?
that time, the phone office is where the Bear Lake Drug is now.
And so you did get a job there as a phone operator, and that was where people would call in, and you would plug a little cord into the switchboard, and you'd say, "Number, please," right?
Yes. And they'd tell you what number they wanted you to call. And at that time, we had what they called a rural line, where you could have more than one phone on the same line. So your number could be like 112R.
I see. Okay, and how long did you work there?
I worked there for 18 years until it went dial.
And it went direct dial. Direct dial nationwide kind of took place about 1960, so about 1962.
Yes.
If you worked for him for 18 years, from 44 on would have been 62, 2 years before you got me.
Yes.
Since I was born in 64. And that was like the best paying job a woman could have when you first got that in 44, correct?
Yes, that's right.
And about how much did you make?
Oh, I would say close to maybe $138 or something like that twice a month.
So every 2 weeks you made about $138, and that was a really good paying job.
Yes, I'll say.
Well, I really appreciate you. Now, when it went to direct dial, that's the office that's now the CenturyLink office that is on the corner of Monroe and 8th Street here in Montpelier, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
So when it moved from Washington Street, it turned to direct dial.
And that's where all of the equipment is now that does that.
Okay. Well, I sure thank you for sharing some of your story with us, and we appreciate it. Say goodbye to everybody.
Goodbye, everybody.